So I've got the DJI Mavic Air 2 with me, and today I'm testing QuickShots, and where else better to do it than on a big mound of grass. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and today we'll be testing the Mavic Air 2's QuickShot modes. It's a seriously bright sunny day today, and I've forgotten my ND filters, therefore this video really isn't to show off the footage because it's completely overexposed and useless. Instead, it'll show you how you can use QuickShots and the kind of results that you can expect. So let's get on with it and start exploring. Enjoy the video. Right, so QuickShots, you access them by clicking on the menu on the right hand side, and then you can see we've got Dronie, Rocket, Circle, Helix, Boomerang and Asteroid. So we're going to start with Dronie. Very simple really, and self-explanatory as to what this one's going to do, isn't it? But we're going to go for it anyway. So you choose how far away you want it to fly. I'm just going to choose 50 meters for now. And then you close that by clicking on Start. You draw a box around what you want it to actually capture. So it actually recognizes me, which is quite nice. It sees that I'm here. So I can select me immediately. And then you basically orientate the drone the direction you want it to fly away in. So I can now fly all around me using the controls to choose where I want it to start from, and bear in mind that it will then fly backwards from that point. So wherever you set it to now, it's going to go away from it. So I'm going to set it to there, and then basically just press start.
3.
It'll count
2,
down, and then
1.
It starts recording automatically, and away it goes. Now it's pretty windy today, but off it goes. This thing does handle wind very, very well. So as it's flying away, obviously you can see on the screen we've got full preview there, which is really nice. And basically once it's completed it, so once it's flown 50 meters or however far away, it then returns back to you automatically, which is really nice. But you can always stop it, cancel it, and just take over manual flight. But you see it's finished it, the app tells us it's finished, and it actually flies back to us, which is really nice. It comes back very slowly, however. So you might want to speed it up if you are sort of running low on batteries. But yeah, this is really, really nice. So that's Dronie. Very simple, sweet, I like that. So I've got control of it back now, and it basically erases the mode so you can start fresh. So next is Rocket. Now this one sounds good. Basically, same sort of concept again, whereby we're gonna choose ourselves. Oh, big fly just landed on my head. Can choose the height that it's gonna go to. I'm gonna go to 40 meters because I don't wanna go too crazy. Choose the object or draw a box around it. Now you could also draw a box around a scooter or anything else. Sorry, jag filmar. Okej, tack. Du kan titta, men kan du stanna där? Tack så mycket. So draw a box around the object and then basically hit start. And again,
3,
it starts recording for
2,
you after a countdown.
1.
And then off it flies. This effect is quite cool because it flies up, tilts the gimbal down, and then flies upwards. So you get a lovely view of the grass mound and the two little kids that have just wandered up to watch. I'm aware that they're there, and so hence I've asked them if they can stay there in Swedish. And then once it's flown up to its altitude, isn't that a beautiful grassy mound? It will then again return back, and you can always see how much longer is left in the shot by the percentage that you see under the record button on the right hand side. And then again, it just returns back to you. Now this will be interesting. Is it going to return down above me, or is it going to move to the side, I wonder, so that it doesn't come back on my head? Yeah, it's come back and it's actually moved back down to the side. So that's really, really nice. So that's Rocket. That's a really cool effect. Next one on the right hand side is Circle. Now this is quite self-explanatory. This is actually the shot that I think we opened the video with. So the aircraft centers the camera on the target and then circles at a constant rate. So I'm going to select myself. Again, you can choose the direction left or right, and then choose how far away you want it from you. So I'm actually going to go a bit further away. I'm going to keep it fairly low. And we're going to take the altitude down a little bit as well to get a nice result. And then click start.
3,
again, it gives you a countdown.
1.
Go 3, 2, 1. It's going to fly over these kids, but they're under my control. I know that they're there, and I can take manual control at any point. Hey, you can wave. Hey. There it goes, and it's basically just going to carry on flying around. Again, it'll only do one loop, and then it will stop. Nice speed on that as well. And then it's going to stop in that position. There we go. And with all of these modes, you don't need to hit record. It will just start recording for you, which is quite nice as well. I really should have used an ND filter today because it is very bright. Anyway, so the next one is Helix. Select the altitude of this mode, and then basically it's going to fly away, keeping me centered and ascending. So this is quite cool. I'm going to go for 25 meters, not very far. Select me as an object like that, and then hit start.
3, 2,
and 3, 2, 1, off it goes. Now it's worth noting with all of these modes, remember, that it does not have sideways obstacle avoidance, and therefore if it is going to fly into anything, it's not going to know it's there. So just remember that, very, very important. And that's why when you fly in any of these QuickShot modes with this drone, it's essential that you get ready to take manual control at any point just in case. But that's a lovely reveal type shot mode. Really, really like that one. And of course it's finished now, so it's going to fly back to us. Hopefully, yeah. Here it comes, it's coming back to us now. Very, very smart, I like that. Oh, what a lovely day for flying. It's just a shame it's so windy. And there it is, and it's flown back to us. Beautiful. So the next one is Boomerang. This is one I'm quite excited about. So the aircraft will circle the target at a diagonal incline before returning to the start point. Okay, so this is one that's better to be close, like that. Okay, so I'm going to select me, and I'm going to go a bit closer. Here we go. And this is going to be an interesting one. So hit start,
3,
bit of a countdown, quite excited about
1.
this. And here goes Boomerang. So in theory, it's going to fly away and around, and then it's going to come back and circle around to the front of me. Now, the first time I used this mode, it nearly hit some trees in the last place I was flying, and I had to take manual control of it because it was very close. But here it comes back in. So again, that's a really nice reveal shot, although it actually lost me there. I have to say, the active track, APAS is brilliant on this, but its target acquisition is not great because it actually lost me towards the end of that shot then. I don't know if you noticed. So let's just try that again. I'm going to select me again, hit start,
3,
let it fly
2,
off and do its boomerang
1.
again. It is fairly windy up here. Hopefully you can hear me on the microphone. Hey. So off it goes, flying around. It has still got me in shot at the moment. And it's coming around, it's still got me acquired. You can see in the app, it can still see me there. And this time it did complete it successfully, so it's kept it. Kan du stanna över där? Tack så mycket. Okay, so that was good. That was much more successful, that run. It probably doesn't help the weather today, and I don't want to put it on auto because I'm so high up here that the exposure will be completely screwed up, and I didn't bring any ND filters. Stupid me. But anyway, Asteroid. Now this is a very cool one, and this is the last of the quick shots that we're going to show. So on the app, hit Asteroid mode, choose the target, which is me. Now again, this time it's going to fly away from us like a Dronie, so you need to think about the direction you want it to go off in. I'm happy for it to go off in, actually I want some, yeah, we're going to make it go that way, I think. So you can see the rest of the big mounds near me. So we're going to choose that, and okay, and then when you're ready, hit start,
3,
and off it goes.
2, 1.
So the first thing it's going to do is fly off backwards rapidly, and then it's going to tilt the gimbal down. And then the really, really cool part of this mode is that once it gets up nice and high, it's going to take a load of photos, a photosphere basically, where it takes photos all around, 360 degrees. You notice it's only flown up to 46 meters as well, so it's not very high up there. And now what it's doing, it's taking all of those photos. Now these are going to be very overexposed, unfortunately, because I forgot an ND filter, but still the effect will not be too bad. So it's up there now, it's circling around, it's taking photos from all angles. And then once it's finished, it stitches all the photos together and it actually renders a movie for you as well. So it actually does everything for you. You don't need to do a thing. It's for the lazy droner, basically. Boy, these seagulls are big down here. So it's now finished. It's going to fly back down towards us. Again, if you want to know where it is in the QuickShot, at what status is it at any point, look at the record button and you'll see there it says 95%. So I know it's 95% and now 90% of the way through it. And it's coming back to us. Isn't that great? And there it goes. Very, very smart. So there's a good summary of the QuickShot modes on the Mavic Air 2 drone. They are really nice, but the tracking does leave a little bit to be desired, as you probably noticed from the video on my e-scooter and also the video before that in the forest, although the APAS is very impressive. Anyway, it's getting a bit windy here, so probably time for me to go. And so I will say goodbye and fly away.